Haley.
Hey, James. Welcome to the Yeah Maybe podcast.
Thank you for having me here.
Of course.
Yeah.
My name's Leigh. I am a full-time...
Are you not an architect?
No, I am a full-time plumber.
Oh, and I'm James. I'm a magician.
Part-time...
Oh, you have two jobs.
photographer.
Okay, I believe that.
Thank you.
I'm just a magician.
Hi, welcome to our podcast.
Hello.
Hello. Please smash that subscribe button if you are here on YouTube, where everyone's supposed to be. We're also available on other audio platforms that don't matter as much.
Like what?
Like Apple Podcasts, where you could possibly write us a really, really nice review.
Oh, I got a joke, but no bad reviews.
That was my joke.
Yep.
I said if you want to write a bad review, we're actually not accepting those right now. We will let you know if we are accepting them, but just don't even bother because it won't show up. It'll be a waste of time.
Yeah.
Please only write good reviews here on YouTube or on Apple Podcasts, where it will be public. There'll be stars there.
God, why is my brain... Leave a comment down below of a review of our podcast.
Okay. And then just copy and paste that over on Apple Podcasts because I think it does something.
I don't know why they want us to have reviews.
Maybe it boosts your podcast.
Leave a review.
Maybe we could get a booster seat. We switched sides.
I need a booster seat. Oh, how tall do you think Leigh is and how tall do you think I am?
Yeah,
and then
James
do a reveal.
Thinks no one's going to know how tall he is.
Mm-mm.
He thinks no one has any idea.
People have just been surprised when they see me.
Yeah, but what about all the hints about the Halloween costume? And you're like, I'm long and lanky.
I said short and stout.
Oopsie. If you want a hint, James is 4'3".
No, I'm not.
4'5".
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Like this video, leave us any type of feedback. It helps us out, I think. There's no way to tell, but we do believe that it does.
Yeah, and we're going to be going over some pet peeves that came from Instagram, so make sure to follow us on Instagram if you want to get in on that.
BTS.
Behind the scenes.
Not the K-pop band.
The K-pop band.
Either or, really.
Both.
Both.
So yeah, we're going to get into some peaks and pits. Should we remind people what those are for new people?
If you're new around here, peak is a really, really great high point of your day / week / whatever you want to. And your pit is the worst thing that's ever happened to you.
This day or week.
In whatever time frame you
so choose. Not lifetime. Oh, my peaks and pits for my life.
That would be really hard.
Gosh.
I already just said mine, but we weren't recording the audio, so I guess I'll say it again.
What is it, Leigh?
They were pretty long.
Yep.
I'll go first.
Okay. Well, I'm so excited to hear.
Okay. My pit is that I've been feeling pretty lonely lately. I work alone and spend a lot of time alone, and I've just been feeling kind of lonely. So that's my pit. And my peak, I have two peaks. One is that I've been playing a lot of Frisbee with friends, just tossing. And we'll play for like 2 hours, and I'm ripping across the field. Running. Coming from a girl who never runs in her life.
No cardio.
No cardio except for walking. Yeah, I've been enjoying tossing Frisbee with some friends. I try and throw it as far as I can, and they sit on the sidelines and watch me.
Wait, is that real?
No.
Oh, you just said it twice, and the second time you weren't laughing.
Well, I didn't think it was as funny the second time.
So I was like, wait a minute. Is that real? Did they just watch her throw it as far as she can?
Disclaimer, that's a lie. We were playing a game where we were trying to shoot it into a folded up soccer net goal thing. Goal, and I'm pretty good. I got a pretty good toss. My second peak is I was on a walk with my friends Steven and Grace, and
Frisbee
Grace
friends.
Had her dog. Yeah, these are the same friends I play Frisbee with. Mm-hmm. Gabe. Her dog's name is Gabe, and he really likes small animals and cats, and he will pull Grace's arm off when he sees them. So we're all three on high alert for small critters, wherever. We are the critter finders of Northside. There's a lot of cats in our neighborhood, roaming free at night.
Oh, I'll show you later. I have a video of a cat.
Okay, I love videos of cats.
It's kind of funny.
Ooh, I can't wait. I'm getting shivers. Steven told Grace and I that he saw a cat about the size of an iPhone, and it was a kitten. So Grace and I were very excited. We want to see the cat, but we did not want to alert Gabe. So we were just sneakily looking under this car, and I saw 4 little tiny stubby legs and a rat tail. I asked Steven, I said, are you sure it wasn't a possum? He said 100% it was a kitten. And then a little tiny white possum face peeks from around the tire and just stares at us. And then proceeds to cross the street as a full-grown possum. I do love possums. I love raccoons. I love seeing animals. So that is a peak in and of itself. But the Steven thinking it was a cat was just...
Icing.
I hate icing. Maybe it was some berries on top.
Also, there's some skunks in our neighborhood that we've been seeing waddling around.
I've really never seen skunks before. What's recently?
The one we saw recently, we really saw it.
Yeah.
A good look.
Yeah, and then they walk so funny.
Yeah, well, it looks like a cat that has a problem, and then it's just a skunk.
It looks like a cat that has a problem, big problem.
Yeah.
Financially.
Well, we thought it was a cat, and then I was like, that's a skunk.
Dang, that cat's got a problem.
Dang, that cat walking like it's got a problem. I also saw 2 rats recently on the street. They were so cute. I do like rats. So now it's my peaks and... Did I ever say my peaks and pits?
No, we didn't get there.
Okay, I was like, what are my peaks and pits? Did I just say them?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my pit's that great.
Let's hear it.
To be honest, it's just that I can't do snatches when it comes to Olympic lifts. And I try and try and try. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks.
Right.
And it takes a long time to
You
learn.
have no coach.
And I have no coach. I have the internet and Leigh's mom.
And videos of yourself.
And videos of myself. I think I started to get it today.
Little by little, my friend. You are capable. You are strong.
Me Freunde.
You are smart.
Both of those, just...
Not the last one.
Not the first one. My peak, though, is... I told Leigh this before. The girl I've been talking to, her dog likes me. And I played with him more last night. And he really likes me. And I like him a lot.
Dog approval is...
Yeah, he's like a 80-pound pit mix. And he has a big fat head.
Are you going to tell them his cute name?
Odie.
Odie, because...
Because she loves oats.
So cute.
Yeah, he's a super nice dog. He's a little much, but I'm also a little much.
You are?
When it comes to playing with dogs,
yeah.
I'll rile them up.
Yeah.
I guess I have a high tolerance for a rowdy dog. Mm-hmm. So owners usually don't like that.
Yeah, it encourages some crazy behavior for other people who don't like it.
I'm like a bad uncle.
Yeah.
But I'm a good uncle.
No.
Yes, I am.
He's bad to the bone.
I let Clifton stay up till like 10 or 11.
Heck yeah. What time is his bedtime?
Like 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
He has no concept of time.
That's cool.
But that's my peaks and pits.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's the last podcast, my bad.
Yeah, we're kind of over that, I think.
So yeah, we have a couple things we're going to get into today. What are they, Leigh?
We're going to talk about our high school selves because I find James's high school to not in high school very interesting. I know that the listeners don't know James as well as me, but I still think it will be interesting to hear about.
I think... Oh, did you want to keep going?
No, I'm okay. I'm fine.
I think... I think a lot of people are very different than how they were in high school to now. Some of you guys may still be in high school and you're thinking, is this life forever?
And then you're thinking, I should submit my essay I just wrote for my class to the Maybe podcast.
She commented on the last video.
For real?
Which makes me want to read it and actually look at it. Yeah, we'll do it after this.
Please submit all your essays to...
All of them?
Please submit any essay you've ever written.
Any x-ray you've ever gotten from the hospital.
I'd love to see any x-rays, essays, hypotheses. You can email those to maybe pod@gmail.com.
You know what would be fun? People to send us riddles.
Ooh, send us a riddle. We'll solve it.
I'll put that in the notes.
So quick. James is so good at riddles.
I feel like he is
riddle king, and I am not even in the running for queen.
I meant to open my notes and
He's got his calculator open.
Good old calculator out.
He loves his calculator. First thing he does when he wakes up in the morning, his phone suggests, would you like to open your calculator, James? Since you do that every morning.
Heck yeah.
And he says yes and does some calculations on some stats.
Riddles. It's on the list.
Finances, whatever.
Should we start with you? Leigh, are you different?
I really don't care about me.
Well, tell people, the only thing that I think people should know, because I find it hilarious, at the end of like what, high school or whatever, they give awards out to like most likely superlatives. Yes, the big word, superlatives. Leigh got one.
I did. I tied for one. I got 2.
You're never gonna guess what you got 2?
I got 2. Yeah, I got most artistic, but I also won most unique.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, it's just super crazy that I won those, isn't it?
Wow.
And to see me turn out as a plumber, full-time, part-time, only part-time photographer.
Yeah, not even unique.
Right. Like everyone is a full-time plumber, part-time photographer, and has some dopey podcast.
Can I just say, it's wild how much they nailed it.
I mean, that's all I did in high school.
You have to, like, also, like, out of your high school, you're probably the most successful artist.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So in high school, funny. I was very much like I am today. A little more nervous, not necessarily very nervous like someone else. I wore very colorful shoes. I was on the school announcements. I was the video editor where I gained experience editing videos.
I didn't know that.
And I was also one of the people talking at the desk, reading the announcements off the teleprompter.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I didn't know this.
I was on the school announcements.
Why? Did you sign up?
I signed up.
Oh my gosh.
It was like a full class I got to take with like four people. We got to do like little specials and stuff.
She's so good at this.
So I got a little bit of experience doing this kind of thing, except I was reading. Isn't that crazy? I read off a teleprompter. I can't even read text that isn't moving.
Oh, neither can I. Somebody commented, don't read stories anymore. I said, that's completely fair. Because it is.
That's so funny.
So poorly read.
You're really good at blips, though.
Yeah.
Really good at blips.
I didn't know some of that about you. Learn something new every day.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been the same.
I think you're a little different. Me and Leigh met at the end of your high school?
Yeah.
I think you're different now than you were then. I'm gonna get a little more water in my system.
I wasn't as social or outspoken as I am now.
I agree. I don't think you would tell people before how you felt. I'm not saying you necessarily do all the time now, but you have a lower limit of tolerance to just not saying anything and dealing with it.
For sure. I'm better at facilitating a conversation than I used to be. Like, I've grown as a person gradually, but I didn't walk out of high school and become someone else.
I did.
James, let's hear about your experience. Give us a little look into your life as a high schooler.
Can you describe how I am right now?
Sure. James right now is a very neutral guy, edging on the happy side. Almost always some sort of soft smile on his face, if not a full smile. Takes everything very well, doesn't get startled, is not alarmed by anything.
Yep.
Easy to talk to. Everyone thinks he's just a friendly, nice guy. Is that good?
Yeah, I would also say funny.
Oh, I would also say that he is jolly and funny, likes to make jokes as a core part of his personality.
I don't really care what other people think of me.
Doesn't take any opinions from others into account. He really...
Well, no, I do.
No, I'm speaking.
Go ahead.
James only cares about his own opinion and then maybe a select few others.
Okay,
maybe like his mom and me and maybe Jesse.
Toady.
Ooh, dogs. Just like strong indifference in this one.
So you want to hear what I was like in high school?
Yeah.
Okay. I was the most nervous, the most self-conscious, not funny, always worried about doing anything wrong or being sweaty or being stinky. I thought everybody on the entire planet was looking at me in a negative way. I was
sweating.
I would sweat, which would make me sweat more because I was nervous that I was sweating, but I was sweating because I was nervous.
Stinky.
And then I would be stinky and I would be afraid people could smell me. And then I would get more nervous because I'm like, people can smell me. And I'd start sweating more and then I'd stink more.
More sweat.
It was such a bad cycle. I don't know. I just felt like everything the only thing that mattered in the world was how people viewed you, which I think other people felt that in high school too. But yeah, that's how I felt in high school. I wouldn't make jokes. I don't think I was very outspoken. I would just be quiet and hope I don't say anything wrong. Yeah, I was the most nervous Nelly.
I was thrown because I asked James if he ever considered himself to be a funny person before he left high school, and he said no.
No, I can't even remember being that funny even outside of school around my friends. Like, I'm constantly thinking of jokes now and constantly saying silly puns and word things and just stupid stuff.
And what's so interesting is I feel like funny is one of your like top 3 personality traits that you value in yourself.
When people, yeah, absolutely. When people describe me, they just say nice and funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think I was nice in high school. I was always very polite. I was not willing to crack a joke at the expense of being made fun of.
But you weren't even thinking of a joke.
I don't think I was thinking of anything.
He was thinking about sweating.
I was so nervous.
All he did was think about sweating.
Oh, can I tell a quick story?
Please.
I was in science class next to this really pretty girl, and I was sweating my normal sweat and wondering if she can smell me being sweaty. And then I farted. the littlest... My whole body broke out into a sweat.
Oh
I was the most nervous, and she definitely heard me. And that person probably doesn't remember that, but inside I'm like, oh, my life is over. And it's just next to some girl in science class.
Some rando.
I can't even remember her name.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It started with a C or a K, but that's all I can remember.
Katie.
No.
Catherine.
That's closer.
All right.
Even like I was really into choir. I was in quite a few choirs. And I was telling Leigh, like there's even pictures of me on the choir bleachers just like with my arms crossed like Lee's kind of doing now. And I would just be like curled up in a ball just waiting for class to start. There's other pictures of me standing in the hallways or in classrooms just with my arms like this, just being nervous.
It's fascinating to me because I never met that James, and I've known him for 10 years.
Because immediately after, I swear to you, it was like the day after, like of not going, I was like, I'm never going to see those people again, and none of that mattered. None of it matters.
Like a switch.
Yeah, a beautiful switch.
I just don't get it.
I do.
There's barely any logic there for me.
I really get it. I guess it's just like normal high school, like people feel self-conscious. Like people, like if you've ever talked to a high schooler and I've
never been or spoken to a high schooler.
Oh my gosh. Leave it in the comments below if you've been a high schooler.
I've spoken to middle schoolers. Is that the same thing?
You attended high school?
No.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, maybe you haven't. No. But like they'll be worried about things as an adult. You're like, don't worry about that. That doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what they think. Mm-hmm. But when you're in high school, that's all that you think matters. I was one of those people. And now as an adult, I barely think anything matters. Like I still take care of things I have to take care of. But like if like something, like if somebody doesn't like something I do or whatever, and as long as it's not harming anybody, who cares?
Right.
Like if I wear dirty pants and somebody's like, ew, your pants are dirty. I'm like, yup.
And don't get me wrong. Like
I'm getting you wrong.
Oh, sorry. Get me right.
What's that mean? Don't get me wrong.
I don't know. Get me right though. I mean, I was self-conscious of like, oops, did I do something wrong? Mm-hmm. Or is this person judging me? But not so much that I feel like a different person.
Yeah, it felt paralyzing and what's the word? Inhibiting. It inhibited me.
Your whole personality.
Hibbity hop.
Don't stop.
See, I wouldn't say that before.
Right, and
because I'd be like,
look at that growth.
Stupid.
James would have never said hibbity hop in high school.
We were talking about it though because I will just make jokes all the time, and they're not always good. But even when they're bad, I'm like, that's fine.
There's still joy in them.
I understand they're bad.
There's still joy.
Oh, absolutely. Where if it was high school, I'd melt.
It looks like my memory card's going to run out of space there. Yep.
How'd you see that?
I saw it blinking.
Oh, well, all you visual listeners, the camera has once again shut off. For you audio listener, did I already say that? I need help. Just remembered some work stuff. Excuse me.
Oh, I got you more in frame now. That's nice.
Thanks. Yeah, high school was a nightmare.
Oh my gosh, high school sucks. You know what I mean? I actually really liked high school. I didn't love like being in school, but I didn't mind high school.
Oh, that's the other part. I hate homework.
I don't like homework either.
Yeah, but I just wouldn't do it, and then your teachers get mad.
Oh, I always did my homework.
Do you want to know what my GPA was?
Sure.
2.3.
What?
Yep, they let you graduate with that.
What the heck?
Yeah. I was like, I think there was only like 40 people worse than me out of a bunch of people.
What?
But ask me how my test scores were.
How are your test scores?
Really good.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, so
you were really nervous and also not trying at school. What were you up to?
I just wanted to go.
You weren't socializing?
No, I just wanted to go skateboard or, I don't know, be at home.
So interesting that you didn't want to do school because, like, why not?
I didn't know it mattered.
Who made you believe that?
What?
That it didn't matter.
Me. So look.
I'm looking.
And listen.
All right.
They tell you homework is for practice, right? So what if I already know it?
What if you don't? Why do you practice skateboarding tricks?
Because you can't do it yet. I could already do what I needed to do.
Are you sure?
100%.
Why did you have such a low GPA then?
Because they count homework.
Was it really hard to do the homework? Was it really hard?
It was just dumb.
Like, that's also something that I would not peg you to do.
College, 4.0. Because I was paying for it.
Okay.
Also, very little homework, only tests. They're real big on tests.
I did a lot of homework in college.
Really? That counted for credit? Oh,
yes.
Well, your art school is
I went in
different.
art school.
Okay. Well,
I did my homework in all schooling.
Let me just say, if you're in high school, I might not be the right person.
What do you want to tell them? I'm curious.
I would just say enjoy it and also know that none of those people's opinion matter. It's literally a blip. Most of your life is not high school. Life hack.
Life hack, nothing matters.
Life hack, give up. If you give up, you won't have to try so hard.
Yeah, then you won't have a 2 point whatever James had.
Also, if you give up, people won't expect much from you. So,
yeah, lower the expectations.
Life hack.
Life hack. We asked our followers on Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram at Yeah Maybe Podcast if you want the BTS stuff, K-pop band, and behind the scenes.
Are we gonna start saying BTS a bunch?
Sure. You can follow us there if you want to submit to our little questions we ask on the podcast or just see some really great, really, really good stuff. We've posted a couple reels and highlight things on our Instagram that make us seem a lot funnier than we actually are. If you like this podcast, you'll really like those. But we did ask our followers to submit their pet peeves and we got an overwhelming response, to say the least. James is reading through them now and he looks like they're good.
I like this one.
He likes one. Okay.
Do you want to hear it?
I do.
Too bad.
Okay, read the next one then.
Okay, the next one then is... Can you imagine? I actually skipped that. I kind of like it. It just says no courtesy wave. You know when you wave at somebody? Like...
Do they mean in the car?
I think the car or anything. How's that make you feel?
I actually don't mind either way. Personally, I think it's funny when someone doesn't wave and they've very much seen me wave. I think that's very funny.
You know what I think is similar to that? It's even worse though. When you hold the door open for someone
and they just walk through.
Don't acknowledge you at all.
I think that's actually so funny.
It's hilarious. Don't get me wrong, because you're just like,
like they don't even look. They just walk straight through.
Don't look. They don't say thank you.
Like it's an automatic door.
Correct. Like as if you've never existed in their life.
Amazing.
It's wild.
This happens to me a lot at the post office.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't think people talk at the post office.
There's also a weird thing where I hold the door for men and they just stop and they don't know if they should go through or not. Isn't that weird?
Wow. Well, like they're supposed to let you through first?
Yeah, like they want me to go first. But I'm already holding the door.
It just depends on the setup, I guess.
Yeah, like I'll be holding the door. A dude's This happened to me like 2 days ago. A dude was holding 2 packages under his arms, and I just held the door, and he stopped. And I was like, I'm leaving, so I'm not going in. And he was like, oh, okay, thanks. And looked like he was a little bit uncomfortable.
You know what I noticed when we had ramen last night?
What did you notice when we had ramen last night?
The big guy who opened the door and held it for us, we both still touched the door.
We did?
Yeah, that's a thing. Like when somebody holds a door for you, you just lightly tap it like, thank you.
Why?
Like I do it to you. Like if you open a door for me, I feel like I have to touch the door.
I think I've tried before to not touch the door. I think that's
Correct.
something I've done.
Yeah, I remember you've tried that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Is that a courtesy thing?
I think I touch the door so they know I'm grateful and I'm willing to hold the door. I don't know.
Like, hey, if you want to let go, my hand's right here.
Like I'm here, pass it off. I got it.
It's a little like
This is how I
relay
hold
race.
doors.
It's a relay race.
I got it. It's
I got the door.
It's so light though when you touch it. But is it a pet peeve if somebody doesn't
Wave back? Courtesy wave?
that and the door thing?
Doesn't hold the door for me?
Yeah.
No. I could care less.
No, not hold the door for you. Say thank you.
No, I don't care.
Yeah. I don't care either, but I've seen people get mad.
I like it when people say thanks, but I think nothing. I
No
have had a
qualms.
lady be mad at me, and I was shocked.
Mad that you didn't say anything?
No, like mad about me holding. She was just in a bad mood, and she said something mean to me. I don't remember what.
Was I there?
You might have been. I remember the vibe, but I don't remember the real story. Sorry, Pod Squad.
Oh, I like this one. Oh, but so what we're gonna say.
People didn't like it last time.
And that's that one.
We're cutting that, and that's pet peeveable thing. We got a really bad response. Please don't leave us any negative comments. We can't handle it.
I can handle it.
I specifically don't read the comments because I'm scared.
When people leave shopping carts adrift in parking lots.
Ugh, grow up.
Oh, that one got her good.
Grow up and put your cart away.
Yeah, I think there's like I don't know if it's a real thing. I remember seeing a meme. It was like a study shows. It shows your personality type if you put the cart back or not.
Yeah.
Some people put the cart back when nobody's watching. Some people only put it back when somebody's watching. And then some people don't put the cart back no matter what.
Amazing. Someone took the cart, pushed it around the whole entire store, and can't push it to a cart thing? Not that far away, probably?
I feel like they just don't care about society.
Wow.
They're living in their world. Push the cart back to the cart thing, or even I'll push it back to the store if they don't have a cart thing.
Me too.
Because I don't want it rolling around in the parking lot, bumping into people's cars. And also, I'm civilized.
If a cart hits my car because someone just left it there,
Because they didn't want, like,
I'm coming for you.
you're gonna get
You're
got
done.
done leaving carts around.
That's a pet peeve of mine for sure.
I could tell.
Ugh, yeah, I went. Ugh.
Yeah, you lit up.
Yeah, just grow
Like a
up and put the
Christmas
cart
tree.
back.
It's just rude and lazy and selfish. It's like
Totally
so many.
yucky. Yuck.
If you're one of those people that doesn't put the cart back, oh, you know what's even worse? Some of the people that don't put the cart back are like, well, it's someone's job to get it.
Oh, no.
No.
Let me repeat myself. Grow up.
Yeah, pal.
Let's age.
What?
I don't know
Oh,
why.
less age because you said grow up?
I said let's age.
That is 100% a pet peeve, and it gets me so fired up when I see it.
Gets me lit.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
Yeah, I hate that. Thank you for submitting. Wait, so should I say them or not? Well, let's find out. Thank you, Hannah Grace Draws. Krista Elise, thank you for the no courtesy wave. And then also thank you, Hannah Grace Draws. Ugh, it's so gross.
Okay.
When people are eating and they bite metal this is a hard word for me to say.
Okay, cutlery.
Cutlery. And then scrape it off their teeth to get food off. Oh.
Ugh, when I accidentally bite my fork,
Oh.
what a pit that would be for my day.
Oh my gosh. We had talked about this before, but it's wild how often people put metal in their mouth.
Right?
Like you're putting metal in your mouth all the time.
You're like, oh, a spoon, this big circular metal thing right in my mouth.
Like it's just weird it's also weird to think you put plastic in your mouth all the time.
Right? The
Like-
only thing that doesn't seem weird is bamboo
Yeah,
chopsticks or
I
wood.
agree. It's just because nature.
It seems edible. for
Yeah,
some
like
reason.
technically. But like plastic and metal, why should we
Oh.
ever put that in our mouth?
Yeah, when people bite onto their fork and they don't close their lips around it and then their teeth are scraping it into their mouth, what is that? What's that? What's going on there?
They have problems.
They have mega probs.
If you do that, first off, sorry. And second off, so like why? Like why is anybody
Does that feel good on the teeth?
oh
Whoa.
just thinking about it?
Does it feel good on the teeth? Because for me, it feels bad on the teeth.
It feels bad in my head.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even on my teeth.
It's physically burdening me right now thinking about it.
My breathing is labored.
Stop it. He's faking. He's faking. Don't listen to him.
You guys are all here to listen though. Well, this person didn't say no shout out, so thank you. This is going to be part of it too. Me not being able to say anything. Shibbers. Looking at art, someone, I can make that. Okay, but you didn't.
Yeah, that does bother me.
Does it?
I wouldn't say it's a pet peeve. I think it's more of like, okay.
It's like
Go
why?
ahead.
It's like why are you
Go
saying
ahead.
this?
Please be my guest. It's more of an invitation for me.
Somebody
Don't be
could,
nervous. Are
somebody,
you sweating?
No, right.
He's
I
sweating.
also, so I sweat a lot when working out, but I never sweat from nerves anymore.
Really?
They shut off.
You don't say.
I do say. I just did. Are we having our first fight ever?
On camera? Oh, no.
I don't know if the person who says this, though, thinks of the fact that, like, it's so easy to copy something. It's hard to make something.
Yeah.
Like, physically, you can replicate it, but you can't make it. You can't, like, make it a thing.
Even if it's a very simple thing or a simple concept, it was someone's idea.
Like, that's Tiger.
Especially if it's original, right? That doesn't bother me. I just think it's dumb, unfortunately. I think it's pretty cool when people make simple stuff and are really successful. Not even in art, like, hey, I made this really plain pair of socks and everyone loves it. Like, nice, dude.
I agree.
Like, I could have made it, but I didn't, and they're doing really well.
Also, somebody can make it. That doesn't mean they can sell it.
True that. Marketing is key.
So it's not a pet peeve for me, believe it or not.
No, it's not a pet peeve, but I get it. It's a little demeaning when someone says it about your own stuff.
Thank you, Inoki. You know who you are. There's two of them that are the same, like within 5 questions of each other. So when cupboard doors and drawers are left slightly ajar, cabinets and drawers left open. OMG.
Did we talk about this?
I thought we talked
I
about
talked
this.
about my roommate leaving the cupboards open.
How did it make you feel?
I think it's crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
What's going on in your head?
What's going on that a full cupboard door is wide open? James would like to submit his own pet peeve. Thank you, James. Go ahead.
I don't know if we talked about this or not.
I'll let you know.
Leaving all the lights on.
We talked about this.
Okay, thank you. It's a don't do that.
I brought that up last time.
So that's a pet peeve, the cupboards?
It's not hard to undo, but it's shocking to me.
I guess it almost feels rude. Like, who do you think's going to close it? Me?
So Sarah also could be a culprit of this, but she's going a million miles a minute. She when I lived with my sister, she would just leave peanut butter jars wide open with the spoon sitting there, cupboards open, things just half done, and then walk out of the apartment. Amazing ability to not see things even when she returns. So that's pretty wild too.
I like how certain pet peeves aren't pet peeves as long as it's the right person doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a pet peeve. I'd be like, Sarah, come on.
Oh, my bad.
Sarah, come on, get that peanut butter shut. And she'd be like, yes, Leigh.
Get that peanut butter shut.
Comment below if you've ever shut a peanut butter jar.
Shut is just the wrong word.
It is the right word.
It's just not right.
Closed? Capped?
Contained.
Comment below if you've ever contained peanut butter in your body.
That's what I thought. I was like, I've eaten a lot of peanut butter.
You better comment.
Well, thank you, honey. Thanks,
Thank you, honey.
Yuke. And thank you, Hannah Pada. This has to do, I get why this is a pet peeve for this person, but did you know, this person says, apparently no insurance cover mold damage in Texas. We were homeless for 3 months. So, like, let's say your home, like your basement becomes super moldy and you don't realize it, not covered by insurance.
That's dumb.
You have to pay out of pocket.
That's dumb.
And even if it's like mold that'll kill you, that's not insurance's fault.
What in the world is that?
I don't know. I worked for a restoration company, and all the time we had to make sure people know this is not covered by insurance.
This is not covered by any insurance?
I don't know of that for sure, but So like if you get water damage and it has to be there for so long that you get mold, it's kind of your fault at that point, according to them.
What if it's in a crawl space or somewhere you don't go? That's weak.
Yeah.
That is weak. Anyone on the insurance side of things, let's make a change. Let's change this world together. Insurance for mold, please.
Yeah, I've been in crawl spaces that are completely like lined with mold.
Oh.
And like it looked like a glistening wet alien cave.
No.
Yes.
I'm physically showing my fear of mold.
I have no fear of mold. But yeah, it wasn't covered by insurance.
I don't like it.
Pet peeve then.
Right. It's not something that's come up for me, but if it did,
it would then be a pet peeve.
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to hear that.
And that's coming from a full-time plumber.
Telly?
Telly. Thank you.
What the heck was that?
Cheers, mate.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Just keep trying to scroll there, bro.
You owe me a pop. Oh, whoa. It's funny because I've never thought of some of these. Absolutely hate the little stickers on fruits. Oh, whoa.
I get it. I don't like it. Sometimes they're too sticky and they leave a sticky residue. Yeah. I get it because you need it to check out of the grocery store.
I guess my optimism says I like peeling stickers.
I don't like it.
I guess I kind of do.
It's not a pet peeve, but I don't like it.
Wow.
They seem wasteful. Like they don't do anything.
Well, they stop you from stealing food.
Do they?
Yeah, because guess what? I would bet people are less inclined to just put like, what's a Fiji apple? Is it Fuji? I said Fiji. A Fuji apple versus a Honey Crisp is like $1 difference.
Yeah.
And I bet the people who buy Honey Crisps, as long as they're labeled, they're less likely to just lie.
Yeah.
Because like your brain says somebody would know.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna say unfortunately.
I don't think it needs to be on every kind of fruit and vegetable.
I get
like
that.
On the peppers, like you're not gonna mix up a green pepper.
Who
with
cares?
Something else, like.
Oops, cucumber.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be on everything.
It sounds like you don't like them.
I don't.
I kind of do. Whoops. Zach stubbing, but also it could look like Zach's tubing.
Zach's tubing.
Another pet peeve. Let me know if we talked about this after I say it.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Walk slow in crowded areas because they're watching/staring at phone with no awareness or care.
No, we haven't talked about that.
Have we ever talked about slow walking? Let's talk about slow walking.
I'm not sure if we have or not.
I think it's okay to talk about again.
It's a deal breaker for me if you're a slow walker. Oh my goodness gracious.
Cody playing with ceramics.
Cody's banging hammers on my desk, building a new doghouse.
Yep. It's a deal breaker for you as in like they can't even be your friend?
We're not going on walks together, that's for sure. And if we are, I'm a block ahead of you. I don't slow down for slow walkers.
It's funny, even after I said it, I was like, man, she might not be friends with somebody who's too slow.
I mean, I was friends with Jay.
Yeah, our friend Jay was a little slow on the walking.
Jay used to do this really cool thing of physically holding your shoulder back when you were walking a little too fast for him.
We loved it.
And that's a pet peeve of mine right there.
That's a pet peeve.
That's very specific just to me and Jay. But yeah, slow walkers, people blocking just really clear pathways with no awareness. That's hard for me.
The first date I went on with
ever.
The first date I went on with Naomi, we were walking towards each other and she was walking behind somebody so slow, like, and could not get around them. And like, I had never met her and we were both like, she's like, never met. And then it turns out we were both really fast walkers.
Yeah, she books.
Yeah, when we went to Chicago, I think we walked over 10 miles a day for 5 or 6 days straight.
So fun.
We walked everywhere.
I love walking.
I love walking. I love music. I love dogs.
Tacos.
Oh, tacos.
The Office.
Who cares about The Office?
Everyone, apparently.
But it's also a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
Can
we thank that follower?
Yeah. Can I say one more thing?
I guess. I'm kind of on a tight time frame right now.
Thank you. God, what are these names? March and Joy.
I like that their handle has a little bit something to do with walking.
Oh yeah, Marchin. It's gonna sound like I've dated 8 billion people.
He has.
I have not.
Kinda though.
I was dating somebody who walked really slow, and she's like, "Yeah, it's so I can see everything." And I'm like, "Aren't you afraid you're gonna miss out on the other things you don't get to?"
Who
though?
said that? Does she watch this?
I don't know. She knows she's a slow walker. We talked about it. This does bother me, and unfortunately, I think I do it.
Ugh, let me hear it. I hate this about you.
People on their phone.
Oh my gosh.
My
I can't
gosh.
stand
I
when
hate
you on
when
your
someone's on a phone.
Leave a comment below if you've been on the phone. I liked the comments last time.
I loved the comments last time.
We got so many comments that just said, "Yeah, I text and I
Free
love
them.
I love it.
Oh,
I love both those.
Yeah, the other one was because I think
Free
we
them.
said leave a comment so we aren't possessed or something.
Yeah.
And they all just said free them.
It was good times.
But this says people on their phones while you are mid convo.
All the time, James.
Yeah, I'm bad.
The thing that makes it a pet peeve is when someone can't hear you.
Yeah.
James can't hear you. Like, I'm saying something in the middle of saying something, and he gets on his phone, and I have to say, "Are you listening to me? Can you hear me?" And then he's like, "Wait, what?" Every time.
Yeah.
Do you notice I say, "Are you listening to me?" all the time?
Yes, I do know what you're talking
And
about.
I say, "Can you hear me right now?"
Yeah.
Or what did I say?
I don't know. I couldn't hear you. I do know I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm always surprised when you do it. But you do it every time
It depends.
I see you.
Yeah, I think it just depends what's coming up on my phone.
Yeah, it depends on how much you value the person you're with. And it seems like James hates me. Leave a comment below if James hates me.
I could tell you guys right now. We don't have to wait.
Let the pod listeners decide.
Is it wild that the song "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" came to my mind?
No, I like it.
I was gonna say leave a comment below if you've heard that song, but there's
Yeah, leave
too
a
many
comment below if
comments.
you've heard that song on your phone while you're texting.
That is a pet peeve of mine. I am guilty of it. I would like to apologize to anybody who I've hurt in the past
Me.
with that action.
There are people who don't care though.
Yeah, I do care. And like when I say it depends what comes up, I think sometimes if Jesse texts me, or it's going to sound like I'm dating a million people, somebody I'm talking to, I look at it.
I know. I see who you're texting. You think it's secret?
Not anymore. So thank you, T4 Tears Art.
For exposing James and all his flaws.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for exposing James for who he really is.
He thinks he's so nice and funny, but he can't hear when he's looking at his phone. I bet he can't hear me right now.
I can hear you. Only because you said, I bet he can't hear me right now. And I'm like, that's me.
He usually can kind of hear when he's reading, but if he's typing,
Oh,
no,
I'm typing.
no sound goes in.
There's nothing going on.
Nothing comes out either.
Old men talking to waitresses and saying sweetheart or honey.
Yeah.
I have a question.
For me or for
Yeah.
the general public?
For
me.
anybody. I don't like that. But why does it feel more okay when an old lady calls me sweetheart or honey? Is it because it doesn't feel as flirtatious?
Flirtatious or demeaning. It sounds more like a caretaker and a nurturer because of the role that I think old women have in society.
That makes sense. I was just thinking, I was like, why don't I feel...
Knowledge bomb.
Knowledge bomb? What?
I just dropped a big bomb of knowledge on you.
Yeah, I understand what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not confused by that.
Smart explosion, my friend.
No, I don't like it because also it feels a little yucky.
It also feels icky.
Feels like you should have somebody's consent to say that first.
Yeah.
I guess if it's me, it's like, you don't know me.
It kind of goes along with like pronouns in a way.
Yeah.
Of like calling them girly and you don't even know their pronoun. I'm really working on being more flexible with pronouns in my daily vocabulary, but I feel like white men are like really up there on not looking into that. Capiche?
Yeah, why do you say white men?
Because white men are dumb.
Represent. Italians proposing to me because they want a green card. Leigh, how does that make you feel when Italians propose to you for a green card?
If they weren't Italian, I would say of course, but like I'm just getting really sick of it.
All the Italians asking.
Yes, and it's just like one after another, like sometimes 3 times a day.
And they say, Leigh,
It's
marry me.
Mario.
Marry me, Leigh. Sorry, all you Italians out
I
there.
apologize. This has personally never happened to me. Full
What?
disclosure, I was lying before.
This hasn't happened to you.
No.
So you were making all that up.
Yeah.
It sounded like it came from your heart.
It came from my brain of lies.
At least, Ruth, thank you very much for the response.
Peeve. You do know that you asked me how to say that name already on this podcast,
On
right?
this podcast? You have to be kidding me.
Elise. The first person, like their second part of
Gosh.
their name was Elise or something.
I need more water. I just don't care about anything, do
Your
I?
GPA is really showing now.
Jeez. That guy had a 2.3, huh? It shows. See, but in high school, I'd start sweating at this point. I'm not sweating.
He is.
I'm not sweating.
I edited it out.
It cuts to the original. I'm just glistening.
You look like Edward. Vampire.
Oh, this is a pet peeve of mine. When people plop the new TP roll on top of the empty roll instead of changing it. You're already there. Am I hearing something?
Allie talking?
I swear to you, I hear a radio station.
I don't hear that. What?
I swear to you, there's a radio station playing in the headphones. How am I supposed to listen?
Where is this coming from?
I have no idea.
Bubba has hacked the mainframe.
Bubba, no.
This is so loud.
Oh, it makes it so clear.
Holy camole.
Camole.
Well,
I can't say anything. I can't even speak words I want to speak.
I can't hear anything. It's too loud.
Give it back.
You wear those the whole
yeah,
time.
let me listen to the radio.
Yeah, there is a very soft radio station.
It's gone.
That was just very strange.
Oh, spooky.
Bubba was trying to tell us something. If you don't know, Bubba is our in-house ghost, and I had an experience this morning with him. He opened my closet door again.
Must be looking for some sick outfits.
Yeah. He's looking in the wrong place. You should check out James's clothes.
My clothes are actually garbage.
Some of them aren't.
Check that out. Somebody texted me. I'm still here.
I text.
What? Oh my gosh, stop. I text. This is a pet peeve of mine, the toilet paper.
Oh, yeah.
It used to happen at the old shop all the time.
Yuck.
And it's just me and Jesse, so...
Did you tell those fellas to grow up?
Yeah, I would yell at them. I was like, put the toilet paper on the roll. You know it's out. Just do it. Because guess what? I'm going to walk in and I'm going to have to do it. So then I started throwing the whole rolls into the toilet.
Oof.
Yeah, and I said wipe with that.
White boy rage, baby.
WBR.
Wow. Okay. And there are certain occasions where I will put the toilet paper on the back of the toilet because I'm in a rush and I'm like peeing right before I leave.
I guess
But
that's
I'm
just
always
not
the
me.
first person to come back. Like I pretty much live alone.
I would like to make a public thank you to Leigh and Allie. I'm just thinking about it now. Cannot remember last time I bought toilet paper.
Or laundry detergent.
Or laundry detergent. She is my guardian angel.
Guardians of the Gahul.
Everybody, please. Thank you, Leigh.
Thank you, me.
You don't usually if it's about you, you don't have to say it.
I text.
We get it. You have a phone.
Like pretty much every day.
Okay, so thank you laughing my anxiety off.
That's nice.
Oops, that wasn't them. I missed the one. Thank you, Mask Accessory Shop. When people sigh just for attention.
I would say doing most like whiny type actions or noises to get attention is a little bit of a pet peeve for me. Though sometimes I think it's necessary for someone to sigh and then me to say, "What? Oh, what's up?" Like sometimes that alerts me.
Sometimes I sigh.
I will ask you what's up.
I sigh, and it's not for attention.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just breathing.
I think it depends on the person and how you communicate with them.
I think it's, I don't know if funny is probably not the right word, but it's interesting.
It's hilarious.
My gosh.
When y'all be sighing, like, what? That's crazy. Can you thank the viewer and let's move on?
Yeah, but I must say my two pieces, my information.
You Reese's Pieces?
So wait a minute. You say Reese?
I say Reese.
What do I say?
You say Reese's. But Radio only targeted you, which I loved.
I say Reese's?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Reese's.
Reese's. Because it's Reese's.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
Reese cup. So it's
Reese's Cup.
Reese's cup?
Yeah. Reese's Pieces is nice. But Reese's Cup
I can't even...
sounds like someone's drinking out of a cup and I took it.
You saying it, I can't handle that.
Reese's Cup. Reese's Cup. Peanut butter chocolate flavor.
On the topic of people sighing, some people will also say things in a way that you know it's to draw out a question. Not like like they don't say a question. They just like, I don't know. I can't even.
They might make a fishing type
statement
of like, man, my life is hard. Or
and then you're supposed to say,
ugh, this sucks.
well, what sucks?
Mm-hmm. It's like a word form of sighing.
Yeah, and I guess I don't know what the appropriate thing to do is. I guess just say what sucks before you just say, well, thank you, Maya Jade.
Okay, not Maya. I don't know. It could be Maya. It could be Maya.
That's how I'd spell Maya.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I would say Maya, but I mean...
You be the judge, people. I'm not going to tell you how to spell it. Okay. This one is a pet peeve to an extent for me. I'm going to stop leading with that. Folks teasing their pets and also bad pencil sharpeners.
Bad pencil sharpeners just ruining the pencil?
Really?
Don't like it.
I've never had to think about this.
What a waste of time. When I sharpen my colored pencils and it starts ripping up my colored pencil, just don't make pencil sharpeners anymore if they're going to suck.
So does the pencil sharpener is it just terrible from the beginning, or does it get worse with
both.
time?
Both.
They get worse over time?
Yeah.
Which
It'll
makes
get dull
sense.
and then it will just start like ripping into the wood of the pencil.
And then there's some that are just bad off the rip.
Yeah, like they're just not sharpening to the right shape to make a good point or a strong lead.
A strong what?
Like if it sharpens it too long or too short, it depends.
Oh, so you're calling the center part lead?
Yeah.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, the center part's lead to me.
I understand.
What would you call it? Mark making material?
Yeah, the
guts?
Yeah, the innards.
That middle zone?
Middle zone. We're talking about folks also teasing their pets.
It depends.
Correct.
Some people go too far.
Mm-hmm.
Like when the pet's clearly not liking it, especially with cats.
Like when the cat's like that dude who sings and the cat's attacking him.
Right.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like he looks strong and like he's singing and the cat hates it and like swipes at him and attacks and bites him. Mm-hmm. It's like a form of torture.
Yeah.
Like clearly the animal's not having a good time, and like even if you're like, oh, I was just kidding, I'm sorry. It's just different. That's not okay to me.
I had a friend who would always pick up her cat who did not like being picked up and like hold them in positions that they were visibly uncomfortable, and she would just view it as love. Mm-hmm. And
funny.
I just didn't like it. She did it all the time to all of her. She had like 4 cats.
Yeah. Well, and like then that same person would be like, I don't know why they always run away.
Yeah.
It's like because you physically harass them, and then like I know somebody that does that and then they just drop the cat.
It's very hard to It's hard to see some kids interact with pets because they're just a little slower to learn, or they've never been taught, or they've never had a pet, and it's It's hard.
Yeah, I could see some kids viewing pets as toys almost, rather than living things with feelings and stuff.
Especially if you've never had one.
Yeah, and it's, I guess, harder to pick up. I think it's easy, but like I guess as a kid, I don't remember if it was hard to pick up on how an animal feels. I think I got it, but like
That's a mega peeve.
I'll tease Toady sometimes, but like it's within reason.
It's like fun and games, especially for Toady.
No more than I would tease like somebody else that I like somebody I know.
And you can read when the animal is responding in a playful way or in a please stop way.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Elizabeth Svenby Art. Oh no. I've been attacked.
Uh-oh, let's expose James.
I was literally about to do it.
Oh, what? Oh, this is a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, when people are pausing to do something and they do that clicking noise with their tongue.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Do you think that person was just targeting you on
No,
the podcast?
No, I don't.
We cut out most of them, but James does it the whole time.
I'm doing it a lot, and I've been really thirsty this podcast. Like, I usually don't drink this much water.
No, you don't. There's something about a cup, though. Reese's cup.
Stop.
James's cup.
It doesn't bother me, but I completely understand why it bothers other people.
No, I wouldn't say it bothers me, except on a podcast.
It's funny at this point, but...
Especially on an audio listening thing where I have headphones in and someone's doing it a lot. I'm like, just cut it out for me. Please do me this favor. Please, oh please, podcast gods.
I was listening to our podcast in a nice car over the radio, and I do understand why people think we have radio voices.
Really?
Yeah, it made it more understandable.
I'll try it.
Okay.
Do you have a nice car I can go in?
It's exactly the same as yours. It's that Volkswagen.
I'll try mine then.
Okay.
Can you tell me what a group of silverware is called?
What a group of silverware is called?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a joke?
No.
What a group of silverware is called?
Yeah.
Hold on. What a group of silverware is
like
called?
I might say over there is the forks, spoons, knives, but I would say it as a group of
cutlery.
That's it. You solved my riddle.
Did you? I already told you I can't say that word.
Mm-hmm. In this podcast.
Yeah. I remember.
Mere minutes ago.
Thank you, Shanning.
Thank you. Shani?
They said ice cubes. Ew.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't love ice cubes.
I don't love them either, but I don't say ew.
I wouldn't say that they bother me, but I would say that they're not my favorite form of water.
What's your favorite kind of ice cube?
My favorite kind of ice cube are probably those like crushed up really small bits ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost slushy like, but still hard.
I was about to describe it as slushy like.
Yeah.
You know
like
what?
Little pebbles.
Yeah. You know what the other ones I like?
No.
I'll tell you. The ones that have a hole in them.
Oh, those are fun.
They're fun. I don't like them for like drinking. Or...
They taste bad.
Yeah, they taste bad. But they're so cool.
The shape is fun.
And they're usually clear.
Yeah.
Like really clear. I like
clear
those.
As day.
So thank you.
Are we going to read their other one?
Yeah. Also, when my dog yells at me to give her popcorn, even if I already gave her some.
Herc does that. He loves popcorn. My little parrot loves popcorn, and he will jump into a bowl of popcorn. And I don't know if he's staticky or sticky, but he gets popcorn stuck all over him.
I just imagined her covered in popcorn.
I don't know if I have a photo or not, but it would be easy to recreate.
Courtney Hasman. Thank you. Hasman.
Sorry. She's a has-been.
No.
Courtney, I'm sorry.
Forgiven.
Thank you, Courtney.
People leaving the toilet seat lid open when it's not being used. Close the lid, yo. It's interesting. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Same.
I don't know what makes me decide.
Me either.
Every time I put it down, I'm like, that's different.
I like it
Like,
down.
what am I like the way it looks.
Me too.
Yeah.
I also like to flush with the lid down because I know that the particles come out, and I don't want the
Are you
particles.
telling
in
me
my
I'm
face.
breathing poop?
You are breathing poop. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It does bother me when like the toilet seat is up, especially when I have to pee at night. I haven't experienced this a lot in my life, but I don't like it when I have. Can't hear me?
No, I can.
What did I say?
Oh gosh. At night.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
So thank you. I was trying to find.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Nope. It's actually
Lizzo.
Rach Prince.
I was close.
You weren't.
Sir Mix-a-Lot Rach Prince. You want this to be the last one?
Yep. I'm trying to find a good one.
Oh, thank you. Get me out of here. Does anyone actually listen to this podcast? Leave a comment below if you're listening. James isn't. Did you hear me? That's funny.
Something about a podcast. I can't do both.
So James cannot participate in that particular comment ask, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you can.
I literally don't know what you're talking about.
It's like a secret.
I'm editing this.
Not for long, but a secret for now.
I'll cut it out. This isn't... we can end on this one, but I just thought it was funny. I don't have a pet named Peeves, but if I did, it'd probably be a raccoon.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think there's a ghost in the Harry Potter series called Peeves,
That sounds right.
but he's not in the movies. I don't think. Is he in the movies?
It sounds right to me, and I've not read the books.
I'll look it up.
Thank you, Tiger Moth.
Peeves has appeared in all of the books and first three video games, but none of the films.
I remember video games. What the heck does this mean? It says dad noises.
Oof. Oh.
I like that. That's me.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
I'm just always tired. Man, I'm thirsty.
All right. Bottoms up. Bottoms up. Bottoms up. Also, I still can't believe how loud you're listening to us speak.
Somebody's got to do it. All right, Leigh. We ended on a banger. What was that last one? Did I even do one?
Dad noises.
Dad noises. Sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me at all.
I'm not a dad, but I make dad noises.
I hope that each and every one of you enjoyed our little pod today here on Monday at noon if you're listening right when it comes out, or wherever you may be or be listening to it. We thank you for your support. And another reminder to leave us a very kind review on Apple Podcasts. Leave us 5 sparkling golden stars, please. We are begging you.
Begging.
We will die if you don't. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. Imagine if it's like a live, like, ceremonial thing. We will die. Thank you, Leigh.
I really need to sign off because I have a lot of part-time photography I need to get into.
I did it. I understand that. So thank you everybody for watching and listening. She already said it. We have been the Yeah Maybe podcast.
Subscribe to our channel if you are not.
Yes.
Especially if you made it this far.
Oh, if you made it this far, you're in.
We're in for the long haul. I'll see you on the next episode, bud.
You'll see me or them?
Our new subscriber.
Both. Oh, bud. So yeah, leave a comment down below if you had a good one. And Leigh, do you need any impressions?
Yeah, and can you do Tommy Pickles?
Oh, I definitely can't, but I'm gonna give it a whirl.
We gotta go, babies. Wowee. Okay, can you do Groot?
From Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah, that one.
he says, "I am Groot."
Mm.
What's he sound like?
He has a few different voices because he is very young at some points and a little older and grown.
Let's do the grown-up one. Can you tell me what it sounds like?
No.
I'm Groot.
That's good.
I don't know.
That's pretty good. Can you do...
Does it look like I'm crying?
Looks like you're sweating.
Now I'm gonna sweat more.
Pooh Bear.
Yes, I can. I have no idea. Bother. Bother. Stop. Hold on. Bother.
Okay.
Pooh Bear is also the voice of the snake in Jungle Book.
Mm-hmm. And a few other characters somewhere.
In
Ew, you're scaring them.
me.
Now they're not going to
Close
subscribe.
your eyes.
Don't hypnotize them.
I don't know the rest of the words, otherwise I would.
All right, we'll catch you on the
Thank
next
you,
pod.
everybody.
Thanks for coming.
Lee's got to turn the camera off.
Bless you and your household, my buddy little friend, best friend in the world.
Wait.
What?
Oh, we'll talk about it another time. We should give them a nickname.
Okay, Podcats.
That's not taken?
I don't know.
That feels taken.
Feels taken. We can think of something better.
Yeah.
How about Bud?
Pod rats.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, thank you, you pod rats. Actually, leave it in the comment below what we should call
Yeah,
you.
if
You
you got
guys
a
are
better
way
idea than
smarter than
that.
us.
I like that idea, but I think we could escalate it to something that's better to say. Pod rats?
Pod rats. Yo, what up, pod rat?
Because, like, let's say we actually name them pod rats and then I have to make merch of pod rats. I just don't want to.
2 rats in a pod.
Oh my gosh.
They'd be cute. Go turn. Do you want me to turn it off because I'm in the other seat?
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming.
No, we're done.
I'm just signing off as James goes to turn off the camera. This is usually my job, so I'm not really sure what to do as I'm sitting here in this seat. In the better seat of the two, if I may say so myself. Yeah. Bye.